Good evening, YouTube. This is Michelle. It's Friday evening, and I have a quick crafty share for you this evening, inspired by Wenche's Easter paper bag mini that she showed on Journal Junkies. Wenche is finally crafting here on the YT. And I just wanted to thank her for her inspiration. I saw hers and just thought it was so fun and decided to make one of my own. So what I have done is made a vintage mini. I've used two paper collections, both by Prima, the archivist Frank Garcia's collection, and then also Time Traveler. And what I love about those two collections is they're vintage. They're more masculine, so if you needed to do a masculine project, they're perfect for that. But the florals that are also included in the sheets, in some of the sheets of the collection, are just fabulous. So that's what I chose to do this mini. On the front cover, we've got some stitching from my sewing machine. We've got layered doilies. The butterfly was gifted in a pocket letter, Hello Pals. I've got some of that satin rosette trim that has the tulle behind it, giving it an extra layer, and then stash laces topped off with a bow. This little mini is one signature. The signature is has 7 items, so 14 sides. There are 26 tuck spots and pockets, and the signature was pamphlet stitched in. Very simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch done in satin ribbon. So to cover the 3 holes here, I've got some crochet trim, and then that's just design paper. This is from Time Traveler on the back. The tie is a simple tie. It looks like a shoestring actually, and it's in a beautiful oatmeal color, which goes great with the collection. So I've got definitely an alligator or crocodile journal here. You saw it popped open, but just full of some vintage goodness. So let's show you as we go inside. Let me scooch that back a little bit so that we can see just a little bit better. There we go. So this first is, so the inside features a little craft bag, and there is just some ephemera, and this ephemera is all cutouts from the collection. So if they're either double-sided or the back has been distressed so that it won't be so stark against all of the vintage goodness. I used Ranger Distress inks on most of the papers in walnut and also in gathered twigs. So this is a tuck spot back here, as well as the bag being open there. So the first page, we've got an envelope, and this is the back side of the envelope. So I've got some design paper that has been Martha Stewart border punched, and it just creates a pocket here. This mini is 4.5 by 4.5 in dimension. So here we've got some from Time Travel, sheet of that, and then we have from the archivist just some of the cutouts. And this is a tuck spot, so we've got 2 of the little pieces of ephemera there as well. This next page is done, this is a vellum envelope, and on front of it we've got a red doily with a butterfly, and this is a tuck spot, as well as inside, and I just stuck a piece of the pattern paper in there for a photo mat or for journaling. We flip this. We've got some of the design paper, again border punched, to create a pocket here. And this is a piece of coffee dyed paper with some stamping. The next sheet, the coffee dye paper has been folded to make a pocket, and then there's a piece of ephemera in there. And this next sheet was so fun to create. I got a copy of Stampin'T.com's Apprentice magazine, which is for beginner media arts, mixed media arts artists. And one of the first articles just talked about creating journal pages using layering, and I just thought that would be such fun to try. So I've taken a coffee dyed book piece of paper. The next layer, they used vellum. I actually used tea bag, and this was the flow through Lipton tea. It was green tea, but that flow through has kind of like a double side, and if you undo the staple, empty out the tea, and then unfold the tea bag, you get about a 3.5 inch by 5 sheet of tea bag. And so what I've done is I've used that for layering with a coffee dyed doily on top, and then some more of those rosettes. These are in peach, with the little tool behind it to bring in some other layers. So really loved how that came out. This creates a side pocket here as well. So there's that. On the other side of that page, I've used a piece of packaging. This is covered in design paper, but I used a piece of packaging, and this is from, I almost want to say it's Fairy Time or some type of one of the Hobby Lobby jewelry parts packaging. And so I just used my fancy scissors, cut it off at a corner, and created a tuck spot there. Here is a little craft bag that's been distressed, and then got a little bit of stamping on it, which can be used for journaling there. On the other side of it, we've got design paper, both the collections with the belly band. This piece of ephemera is from the Archivist, and just goes in there. So there's a tuck spot there, and then the bag itself is a tuck spot as well. The next sheet is a doily, and that's just the back side of it, but you can see I reinforced the center of the doily with some of that Tim Holtz, it looks like French words, washi tape, and I did use double-sided tape to hold it down so that the washi won't come up. And then on this side, this doily was actually an oval, and I folded up the bottom part of it and made and created pockets, and then the top I just cut it so it would be flush with the top of the other pages there. So there's that. Again, more of the cutouts, and they're small, they're little mini sheets, and so just great, and they have lines for journaling. This next is a vellum gift bag, and so on this side of it I've done some banners with the various collection pieces of from the different collections, and this makes a tuck spot. This is another gifted butterfly from a pocket letter, and inside of here just some more of the ephemera, another one of those sheets, cards. On this side, just 2 pieces of the cutouts, and the stopwatch has been glossy accents to make it shiny and bring some interest. Here's the center of the signature, so you can see my ribbon, satin ribbon, that was used to tie in the signature. On this side of the envelope, just some stash lace. That's also the lace on the front cover, and 2 pieces of the ephemera, both from the Archivist. On this side of the envelope, it's plain, but you can see the back of that paper, which is the same as the sheet on the inside cover. On this side of the envelope, we've got more pieces of the ephemera. I'm sorry, I said envelope, but of the doily. And then that side has been left blank. Here, this is the other side of the gift bag, and this has more layering. We've got some more coffee dye book pages, some of the pattern paper. We've got stash, lace, and trim, and from my Sizzix birds on a wire die, 2 of the birds there. And this little pocket does open up to be another tuck spot. And there is some ephemera in here, I think. Yeah, so there's some in there. And you flip that over, and this is what actually makes this a junk journal. I have saved this. I'm not even sure when I got this gift basket, but I got a gift basket. I think I probably won it, and I just loved it, and have a drawer where just fun things like this I just keep with junk journals in mind. So I adhered it on 2 sides and have used it as a tuck spot, and I really liked it because this little thingy was hanging down off of it. So anyway, there's that. This next page is the other side of the white gift bag, which opens up here. But on this page, there's design paper and then some stash lace, and lace creates a tuck spot there. The other side has been just left plain for journaling, probably with a white pen. That would be cool, or silver. Here's the other side of that coffee dye paper with a little bit of the stash trim, some ephemeras in there. Again, you see some stamping. Here's the other side of that vellum envelope. It's got some design paper, which has been adhered to create a pocket there. And on the other side of this, and that's where the doily is, I've used more of that washi and have adhered it down. And then the doily is a tuck spot, and I've added a little bird there. This is the other side of the envelope, which is the first page of the and the last page of the signature. And the way that I tucked the flap in and made some cuts, you got 2 spots here. So this is tucks here, tucks there. And when you flip it over, this is the flap of the envelope that is up to make a pocket there. And then because of the way that I cut it, there's also a little hidden tuck spot here. And then on the back sheet, the flap bottom of the gift bag creates a pocket. And I've got some more journaling cards tucked in there. So there we have it, and then there's the back. So it was so fun to make. Again, I just really want to thank Wenche. There's been several others who've made some envelope mini albums, but I just really like the way that this one came out. It definitely didn't start out to be an alligator crocodile mouth, but is just full of vintage goodness. So I want to thank you for watching this evening. Please, would love any comments that you have. I thank you so much. Also, just want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm up to 152. I'm not sure when that happened, but thanks for subscribing. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.